Hey, what's cracking YouTube? It's FakeGlory here with a UU match with a totally different team. Well, not totally. 2 pokes are the same. 3 pokes are the same, except one has different movesets. So yeah, might have saw in the team preview, there's quite a bit of differences. So let's just get this match started. And he's going to start off with his Donphan. And I'm going to start off with Shaman because I predicted that. Well, not predicted. I knew he'd start off with Donphan, so I'm just going to go into that. I'm going to set up some Leech Seed right in his face, and that's going to go right into his Wii. And so that makes me think V-Create, which he even said on the Zat chat. He's like, oh, watch out for the V-Create. Then I see the Psychic, because I'd rather not take the risk of him actually going for V-Create on my Pokemon. And seeing as this Leech Seed recovery does bring me back to over half, I will be okay. And seeing as he's carrying the Life Orb, I am even in a better position, because that automatically means that I'll be absorbing a ton of his life and he'll just be dying off as shown here. So yeah, that means that the Psychic isn't going to do shit to me, really, not even 60 or so. So I'm going to go straight for a Toxic, because I knew he'd switch into something, and luckily he went into his Donphan, which automatically breaks the Sturdy for it here. And I also saw Licky Licky, and I used to run a Licky Licky with Wish and Heal Bell, so that's what I'm kind of expecting here, and it actually seems to be the same exact I can't speak today. The same exact set that I used to run is a Dragon Tail, Protect, Wish, and Heal Bell. So yeah, now I'm gonna go straight into Kingdra just because he did his job. I mean, Chansey did her job, and now that Wish support's gonna be up, and he's gonna knock off my Chester Berry, which I never predicted because I don't even know Donphan's run with the knockoff anymore. But that's okay because I'm not planning to rest too much in this match. I was hoping just to get a setup sweep while he like rotates around a bit, but I'm gonna get off a Dragon Dance right here, and he's actually gonna set off to go for an EQ. I was hoping he'd switch out just to stop the toxic damage, but I guess he kind of wants to fodder out, and so here now I was thinking that either I can Dragon Dance or just go straight for a rest, or maybe possibly even a waterfall, but I choose to go for the waterfall just because I really want this Donphan gone. And so, but not like it matters because I'm not going to be able to set up any hazards, but I just don't want that thing in my way. And so this waterfall is going to do not very much to this Blastoise, but so I was thinking here that I could set up more, and he's just going to go for a fake out. I'm like, what? I didn't even know Blastoise get fake out, or it's even legal on them, but okay. Okay, I accept it since it doesn't do much. And so here I'm going to go for a rest just because I want my health back. And it's just happy sweepings for Kingdra if possible, but here I'm just like testing to see what he'll go about it. And here he's going to go for a Heal Bell, which confirms that it's basically something that I've kind of used before. And so yeah, now he's going to send off a Dragon Tail, which just lands it right on the money for me. And that's going to do about a 4th, which really should have told me it's not going to do much to any of my other Pokemon, which tells me that my Golurk will be in prime position to wreck its team, which it does, honestly, because Golurk is probably one of my most beloved RU Pokemon that I enjoy using. And I'm going to go for the Seed Flare just because the 40% special defense harsh drop, it just sounds magnificent at this point, because even though it doesn't have special defense EVs, as he told me, it's still doing an okay chunk, which is great. And now I get the special defense stuff, which will make him want to switch out even more, which is better for me. And he's going to switch in right in my Slowbro, and at this point I'm pretty sure I could take it out with the Psychic. So that's what I'm going to proceed to do. But now then I see the Wish, which I totally forgot about during the entire match, that he set it up. So that just means I'm not going to be doing too much, and I'm probably going to switch out, I believe, once he switches out into his Ouch, which is a Gothitelle or something. I don't even remember this one's. But I'm going to go for a Scald, because I want the burn on this thing, which I do successfully get on the first match. Unlike that battle versus Faladrin where I got like 0 burns, but that's okay. It's not like it would have helped me too much. But now I'm just getting residual damage, which is going to help a lot. And I'm going to switch out at this point. I'm going to go straight into Galvantula just because I want to see what kind of set this is. I was hoping to God when I first saw it on the screen. I'm like, dude, are you seriously using illegal Dream World abilities? And he's like, no, it's cool, it's cool. But then he was like, oh, Chansey. I'm like, it's you. But it's okay. Yeah, now he's going to get more damage. And I'm going to go straight for Bug Buzz. But I was hoping to KO since I'm Specs and even though he's at +1 special defense, but apparently not, because the EV light just makes it amazing. And now he's gonna get a Thunder Wave off on me, which totally stunts the use of my Galvantula. And now he's gonna head for a rest here, and my only hope is to keep bug buzzing him, hoping I don't get the freaking para and I stop stuttering and messing up my words. And that's gonna do over half, which tells me I'm gonna be able to take it out within another shot, hopefully, if min and max doesn't come in a lot. And so, which it does happen here, and I do not get any para, which is even better, because that means that I can just sack my Galvantula since his use is gone. And now I know he'll be using a physical attack, probably, because I haven't seen a life orb mix Flygon in forever. So he's going to go for an outrage, and that's not going to do shit to me. Well, it's going to do about a fourth, but that's not enough for me to worry. And here I'm going to go for a slack off, just because I know he's locked into it, and I was hoping he could get the 3 turn just so I could get a chance for the Scald Burn again, which I highly doubted, but it would still be great to have. And so that means I'm in a good position. I know he's going to want to switch out, so I'm going to make a switch here too, I believe. Or I just go straight for a Scald. One of those two. No, I go for a Toxic, being amazing. And that means he's going to have to waste a turn heal billing, and that means I can safely send in my Conqueror without getting Dragon-tailed out, which is even better, and that means I can sub-stall him. And that's just a good position, because I know that his team is very weak to my not my Conqueror, my Golurk, because Golurk is way better, and he's going to go for Body Slam here, and I'm like, what? It's not my exact set, but it's pretty damn close. He's just lacking the Protect. And so, yes, here I'm going to sub up, just because I know he can't take me out with a Dragon Tail, or he's going to waste a turn heal belling. And that means I'm going to be able to go straight for a Focus Punch, Falcon Punch. But that's great too, just because, and I know he still has Victini. I'm jumping around. Yeah, I know he still has Victini, but that's okay, because this Focus Punch will do a lot, and he has Life Orb, so that actually puts it in the range, so it'll take itself out with Life Orb, which is even better, because that means he's going to kill himself with Life Orb Recoil, and I'm going to just go straight for another substitute. And that means I'm in an even better position than I would have been by just attacking. So I'm at a little lower health. I'm not very scared, because I have a substitute in this, and none of his Pokemon are really going to be able to hurt me. And so I'm going to go for a Focus Punch here, just because I want to see how much damage I can do between an EQ or a Focus Punch, because they're pretty close to in damage, except that the Focus Punch gets the Iron Fist boost, which is just dandy in this case, because oh my god, sub punching is probably one of my favorite things to do nowadays. This is probably the second Pokemon I've ever used sub punch with. First was Breloom. Oh, those were good times. So now he's going to go into Walled, and that's going to force me to switch out. And I'm not going to go to Galvantula, because like I said before, it's useless. But I am going to go into Shaman, because I do have Leech Seed. This is the, I believe it's like, with HP Ice is what I'm running, because I don't like Flygons, and my team is lacking in Ice move coverage. So that's not really helpful. And so I do carry Hidden Power Ice for this, and basically its special attack stat is 280, its speed stat is 280, and its HP stat is the basic 404. And so that's really helpful if I really want to sub-stall Shiz, which is fun, because this Leech Seed is grabbing a lot of health for me, or just a decent amount to put me back on top. And I'm going to go for a Seed Flare here, and knowing I'm not max special attack, I didn't expect this to do much at all. Not much at all, I mean, not KO, but it actually does, which surprises me, but it's really great at the same time. So now he's going to go into Flygon in here. I know he's going to go for a U-turn, just because it hits super effective on even my Slowbro, so I'm going to go to Golurk, because that backs it up real nice. And that U-turn is not going to do too much to me, not much at all. Basically, my Lefty's recovery is going to cover that. And he's going to force to go straight into his Licky Licky, and this is where I'm expecting the sub-stall to work. Either his, oh my god, I'm sorry about this part, homework, Microsoft Word processor shit, and that's going to open up if you pause right there. It's not porn. Alright, so he's going to drag a tail, and that's not going to break my sub, which I should have known earlier, just because only did a quarter to my king drug, which is super effective. So, and that's pretty nice. And that means I'm going to be able to focus punch him, and that's not going to KO because he's probably max HP, max defense, just for the walling capability, which is great for him. And if he actually had the dragon tail, oh yeah, so he's gonna run here just because he doesn't want to waste the 2 turns. I really don't like it when people run, but it's gonna happen. But what can you do? Comment, like, and subscribe.